You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Thank you, Marshall. The Multichannel Era. Yeah, yo. Hey, check it out, right? I'm reading this book now. It's called The Four. And the subtitle is The Hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google by a gentleman named Scott Galloway. It's a very entertaining read. I just started reading it. And honestly, I could have finished it in like a day if I didn't have so much stuff to do. But I'm just going through it now, and I'm like, wow, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. It's like, you know what? A really good book is a very good nonfiction book that's providing some type of information or perspective. It's good when it kind of validates what you're saying. It's like it resonates with you, even if you've never heard the information before. Because a lot of times we see a lot of things and we feel a lot of things, but then when somebody else verifies it or they talk about it, you're like, oh, wow, I like that perspective, right? And like I said, I'm still going through it, but there was a part in here because, of course, he's talking about like these four companies which are pretty much dominating everything. And I'll probably do another podcast on that, right? But check it out, right? Something he said in there struck with me. He said the next retail age will be coined the multi-channel era, a time when integration across web, social, and brick and mortar is crucial to success. And now he's talking about Amazon. He said everything points to Amazon dominating that era as well. I've said for a while that Amazon will open stores, lots of them. It makes sense for them to acquire either a struggling retailer like Macy's or a company with a large footprint and vascular system like a convenience store franchise. Amazon's greatest expense is shipping, and their highest objective is to reach more and more households in less and less time. That's why it made sense for Amazon to acquire Whole Foods' 460 store franchise that will give Amazon a physical presence in urban centers where affluent, fast to reach consumers live. Boom. Also, too, he said this one thing. Amazon has had a decade of selling groceries online without much success as customers prefer to buy produce and meat in person. And, I mean, he said a lot more. I don't want to go too deep into it because then you'll need further context. But that's the thing, because we're hearing about the retail apocalypse, of course, and we seeing all these stores closing and a lot of people saying, oh, yeah, brick and mortars are dead. But one thing he said in the book early on, no, they're not dead, because people still like to go out. They like to shop. They like to, feel stuff. They need places to return stuff. And there's a big social thing with especially women going forward, because one of the things he talked about, Amazon taps into the hunter-gatherer instinct, right? Women, they like to hunt. You ever watch women, especially, not so much men, we go in and get what we want and leave. Women, shoot, they'll look at everything. They're not going to stop that, even with the online thing. Even with the online thing, you're going to get some women who just still going to shop, especially. And I say women, because they the main ones who keep retail afloat. Retail's in trouble if it depended on men to keep it afloat. But, online e-commerce, that's here to stay. So what's going to happen, and I agree with Mr. Galloway on this, companies are going to have to do more. They're going to have a presence on both. Now, see, what you already have many companies going online anyway. You have many of the big department stores, they have an online presence as well. But the thing with a place like Amazon, they started online. Now they're acquiring brick and mortar stores, even bookstores. They have maybe 3 or 4 bookstores that they're opening up. And, they're getting into groceries. They already had like they were experimenting with the grocery stores where all you had to do was walk in, get your stuff, and walk out, and you would be billed. And of course, now they got Whole Foods. That's the thing, though, and this ain't about Amazon. But it makes perfect sense because you have a lot of people they doing just a totally online thing, which, I get. That's actually cool and stuff, right? And some people think they can just park there, but my thing is, no, you got to do both, because that's the thing I'm looking at. I'm looking at an online bookstore, right? But then I'm thinking, okay, I want to get back out to a brick and mortar, because people still want that interaction and everything. And that's the thing. Nowadays, you got to be across everything. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I'm really just getting on social media good. I mean, I had a Facebook, and of course, I'm on YouTube, but I gotta get my Twitter game up, and I still gotta get a regular phone just to like deal with Instagram. And I'm also looking at other stuff, right? But at the same time, doing all the online stuff, it's lucrative. It is lucrative. I'm getting back into doing like hard stuff out here. When I say hard stuff in terms of, doing personal appearances, doing events, and I got some plans. And I think that's the model of the future. Any business is going to have to be pretty much every place. They still need that spot that everybody can come to, but then they need to work the social media thing, because actually now, especially with social media, that's advertising. That's advertising for you, and plus people like seeing it. It's one of the things that's happening, and I'm getting this from reading the book, The Four, is that people, instead of becoming less social, they're becoming social in a different way now. That's one of the things. What do we do with like these smartphones and stuff? Yeah, we surf online, but a lot of it we just texting each other, and it's making it easier now. Now you could text anybody any time of day or something. You don't have to get on the phone like the old regular phones and try to call them and try to catch up with them or something like that, or wait till you see them. And shoot, depending on the, if you got an iPhone or something, you get FaceTime. Shoot, you can just sit there and just talk with them, look them face to face. So for business wise, yeah, you gotta have that social thing, gotta have a website, probably a hard place, and everything has to be integrated. That's the thing. You gotta have it on as many channels, and who knows, in the future, it might have even more channels. So, that's something to think about. As you in business, you gotta think, all right, let me go across all these things. Let me get on all these platforms. And like I said, that's a lesson for me, because, I'm older. I'm old school. I didn't come up with social media or something. It's easier for younger folks, but I'm like, all right, I got to get on here. I got to get on the gram. Ironically, I got people like follow me on the gram, and I only have a profile picture up. I managed to get that up with a regular computer, but I still got to get a good phone. I don't know if I'll get an iPhone, though. But whatever the case, as long as they can take videos and can text. I don't even need to text. If you can take pictures and videos, that's all I needed to do. I'll keep my regular burner phone otherwise. But whatever the case, the multi-channel era, that's what's coming. People got to be pretty much flow again across everything. And even some of these big retailers, they probably need to get on social media a bit more, maybe with some fun stuff or something. That might be one of the ways to save them. I don't know. Just show that people at work doing fun things or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today. Let's go make that money.